the start of 2013. Our first song, "Take Me to the Grave," threw that to Octane and straight to #1. And then we kind of just let that ride out. It was more or less a test. We hit the road with Saving Abel.
Yep.
We actually came through your area a couple months back. Put out our track "With Me Now" to Octane, straight to #1 again. We went straight into the top 20 on the sales chart for about 2.5 months. Radio started picking it up all over, and next thing you know, we're top 40 on the Billboard chart, and basically we're riding that wave right now, getting ready to release something new and on the road. So that's kind of how that went down.
Blacklight District joining us here on the program. We're going to do some live music in studio here in a few moments with our musicians, but I wanted to get these guys in here. Blacklight District, you guys have been. How did you get the attention of Sirius XM and some of these radio stations to pick your guys' music up? Because there is a lot of people out there trying to get on, especially in your category, trying to get on Octane.
Right. Yeah, that's something I see with a lot of the bands out with us that we bring out and stuff. I mean, local radio like you guys is always great. I mean, that's the backbone of what this is all about.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of coming to the area, so we greatly appreciate that. Basically, in terms of the Octane situation, our manager is good friends with those guys up there, and they actually had us in studio last December, and we did a thing with them and did a whole takeover. And so now we're all really good friends with those guys up there, Jose and a bunch of the boys. So basically, if we're ready to throw something out, we send it up to them, and they either love it or hate it, and it's basically like that. Really. So, and hey, I mean, trust me, we've had a few where they don't want to play them.
Oh, really? You've had a few songs that they're like, nah, I think we'll pass.
Yeah, well, it's kind of weird because they've had our song "With Me Now" in rotation for a year straight now. It's never come out.
Yep, I hear that song constantly on Sirius XM.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'm tired of hearing it too.
Oh, wow! And you're in the band. You're tired of hearing the music.
But yeah, like that. It's like that. I think they're just more or less really making sure we put the right follow-up tune out. They'll give some songs spins here and there and kind of test it out, and that'll basically determine what we want to take to terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that process works.
Now, with the music and you guys being out on tour, how was the Saving Abel tour you guys were on fairly recently? I know that you guys came through Salina, Kansas. I wish I would have been allowed to be in the Muse Ballroom to interview you guys, but as we all know, Johnny Kim is not a fan of mine. But how did the show go?
The show, it was great. We had a packed house that evening. I think we did 2 shows in your area, too. I can't remember the other one. But no, the tour with those guys is great. We have the same team as those guys, so we were out with them for about 6 months. The tour was great. A lot of fans came out to see us, and I like to think that some nights we stole the show. So other than that, though, they're great dudes. I'm sure we'll be back out with them again. And right now, we're just kind of testing the waters, doing our own little headlining tour here. So.
It is Blacklight District. They join us today here on the Jiggy Jaguar Experience here on Radio Xenu. Also, KFRK in Denver, Colorado, as well as our good friends at 92.3 FM and AM 1670 in Caspa, Wyoming, at KROX Radio, zeropointradio.com. Blacklight District, you guys have just kind of come onto the scene. You've got a lot of people interested in your music. Like I said, you're all over Sirius XM Octane. I know a lot of local radio stations are playing your music. What besides getting radio play, touring, do you guys have as far as goals left to kind of accomplish here? I guess also besides winning a Grammy, but that'd be about it, right? Or
well, there's always personal goals of developing the songwriting, writing better songs, just evolving. Because we don't want to go in and, we were in the studio for about a month in May, just kind of working on some stuff. And the kind of thing was we didn't want to go in and make With Me Now 2, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
A lot of different changes. I mean, our thing is not to just go in and say, okay, we like this band, let's sound like that. We just kind of go in and find the sound in terms of the electronic foundations that we really like, and just kind of go with it and do what feels right. So there's definitely goals in terms of, making the music a whole hell of a lot better. Like you said, more touring, and hey, that Grammy might come one day. You never know.
That's cool. Well, Blacklight District with us today. Before we let you guys go, how do we find you on social media and all those other places?
You find us at bldmusic.com, on Twitter at officialbld, and Blacklight District on Facebook, LITE. Hit us up. If you want us to come to your area, just hit us up. We're always pleasing people back. And I want to thank you for having me on your show again. I love it. I've watched the videos several times on YouTube.
Well, good. I'm glad to see that we've got a little bit of a following with you guys, and glad that you want to come back, because there's a lot of bands that we book, or that we book through an agent, and they do our show once and that's it.
Right.
I'm glad that you guys are.
It's funny because there's places like that where I'll get a schedule. I'll be like, why the hell are we not coming back there? We had a great time. As time goes on, I'm sure we'll make our rounds again, and definitely looking forward to coming through your area.
Okay, well, next time that you come through Kansas, let me know, because I still would love to do an video interview with you guys for Jiggy Jag TV. But as we all know, if you play the Muse Ballroom in Salina, it ain't gonna happen unless we do it in somebody's yard across the street from the venue. I've done that in the past a few times.
What's with that anyway?
What's with Johnny?
Come play at my church.
Oh, here we go.
Come play at my church.
Let's explain the Blacklight District, the issues between me and Johnny Kim.
Nice dating there.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Kevin. Basically, when Johnny first opened the Muse Ballroom, he had a bad problem of not turning the air conditioning on in the summer, not turning the heat on in the winter. He wouldn't pay bands. I'm surprised you guys got paid. I'm very shocked you guys got paid, because he has this bad habit of selling out 1,500 seats in his venue and then going, "Oh, I didn't make any money, sorry." And there's a lot of bands that are just like, "Oh, okay," and they head on down the road. And it's not just local bands, it's national bands that are touring. I'm like, how do you do that? He tried to do that with Tech Nine. That didn't work out so well. But there's a lot of odd things. We used to have a really good relationship with Johnny, but when bands started not getting paid, I booked a few shows there with Johnny, and a couple times the shows would run over, and he would just cut the power in the middle of the last band set. He'd be like, "Oh, everybody go home, it's over." And I'm like, "What? How do you do this? What are you doing?" So, and there they go, Blacklight District. They got their information, and now they're gone. That's amazing. Maybe their PR person is like, "Get off the phone."
Did they hang up on you?
Yeah, they're gone. They hung up on me.
Apparently it's not about you.
Apparently not.
It's only your show.
Well, we're going to do this. We're going to... Actually, let's do this. Oh, there it is. Okay. We lost you.
Yeah, we're driving through the mountains of Pennsylvania.
Ah, okay, because we were debating. We thought maybe a PR person might have said, "Get off the phone." And I was talking about old Johnny. But that's about it. There's been some odd things, like he has this thing called the no re-entry rule, and it applies to every single Yeah, you guys were probably a victim of that. Every single person in that building. I'm talking sound guys. I'm talking managers. I'm talking beer vendors. If you violate the no re-entry rule, you're done. As they used to say in the professional wrestling business, you're out of the business. You're out of the business.
Are you a fan?
I'm not a fan of Johnny, but I'm a fan of professional wrestling.
All right, I am too. I got a question for you about that.
Okay.
What did you think of Brock Lesnar ending the streak?
I thought it was badass because of the fact that for so long they had turned him into a clown, and it was like Vince's way of, well, I got to get the legitimate MMA guy and make him look like an idiot. So
Right.
I kind of like the fact that Brock ended the streak. I would have much rather had Brock end the streak than someone else. If I would have had my pick, it would have been Zack Ryder, but that would never happen. So
That's funny, man.
So you guys were a victim of the no re-entry rule with Johnny. How did that go?
You know, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I actually don't really remember that show.
You don't remember the show. That's nice. That's awesome.
I'm trying
it's
to.
best.
I
It's
remember
best
the
not to
Muse
remember the
ballroom.
Muse.
Yeah, there's probably a reason why I don't remember, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
But, hey,
well, it is Salina, Kansas.
Right? But, hey, we do have fans there, and we'd love to come back anytime. Maybe we can do it in your backyard next time.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. And if you wait a year, my backyard might be Wichita, Kansas. So who knows?
Okay.
I don't know. It's
For sure, man.
It's very interesting. I do know that you guys are coming to Wichita, Kansas very soon. Actually, you're going to be hitting the Lizards Lounge.
Yes.
I don't know when exactly that's supposed to happen, but I know that someone mentioned to me that you guys might be coming through Wichita at some point.
Yeah, I've seen a few things. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure the date was somewhere at the end of August.
That's cool.
And as soon as it's confirmed, all the dates will be out. It might already be out. I don't know, but
cool.
We will. We'll definitely be through there. And again, brother, thank you for having me on your show. Anytime, just let us know, and we'll call in. So.
No problem. Well, you guys have a good one, and we'll talk soon, man. Appreciate it.
Cool, brother. Thank you much.
Thank you much. We're going to take a break. When we come back, actually, we're not even going to take a break because I've got musicians ready to go. We're just going to go with musicians. I was going to plan this. This was going to be, but of course on this show there is no planning. There is no planning at all. Kevin, do you want to do a song or?
Yeah, sure. If you want me to.
Or does Kevin want to play the guitar and David sing?
Can I talk about the military and being bad and stuff?
Yes, go. I want to hear your.